Do you actually know how to spot trade on Jupiter? Or are you just clicking swap and hoping for the best? Jupiter is the swap engine on Solana. It searches every DEX, that's decentralized exchanges, where people trade on-chain to get you the best price. And here's the thing, there's more than just one way to swap. Ultra mode does all the work for you. Manual mode gives you control. And if you understand both, you'll trade way smarter. And if we're just meeting, my name is Dunk, and I help you find ways to make passive income with DeFi. I like having my time freedom, and I do not like trading my time for money, so I find passive ways to earn income, and DeFi is the best way that I've ever found. And just as a quick reminder, I am not a financial advisor. Please always do your own research. Just know that I am just showing you what I do, and you need to make your own decisions. All right, so let's dive right in. What we are going to be doing today is we are going to be doing a spot trade on Jupiter. It is basically a manual trade. There are a couple different basic ways that you could do trading on Jupiter. There's the market, which is a spot trade. Then there's also triggers, which you can click right here, and we have triggers, and you could actually set a price that you want to buy at or sell at. Then we have recurring, where you could buy in intervals over a period of time. And then you can do things like dollar cost averaging, which means that you're going to buy and average out your purchase versus just buying it in one big block. But again, today we are focusing on market, which is our spot order. Now, first, you're going to need some sort of Solana wallet. You could use Phantom, but Jupiter also does offer their own in-house wallet. You can install the Chrome extension, which just adds it into your browser, making it more integrated. You could choose if you want to use their wallet, or you could use an external wallet like I was doing with Phantom. One perk of using their wallet is it integrates pretty seamlessly into their mobile app, which if you are using Jupiter to do your trading, it is actually a very good mobile wallet app, and it integrates all of their tools, and is just a really nice ecosystem. So be sure that you check out their mobile app, the Chrome extension, but if not, you could always still just use something like Phantom. Either way, we are just going to go to Jup at jup.ag, and we are going to connect whichever wallet we choose. We hit connect. If you want to use Jupiter extension right here, this is the extension. You can just click it and it will launch the extension like I just showed you. You could also link it with your Jupiter mobile, or you could use an external wallet. I'm using Brave, so it sees the Brave wallet as well as my Phantom wallet, but all these other ones are compatible. So today I'm just going to click Phantom. It's giving me this little pop-up just because they just launched their extension. So they are pushing people to the extension, but I'm going to continue with Phantom today. And now my wallet is connected. Now we are going to go over how to make a spot order or a market order. And that's really simple. You just come up here to the main page. If you go to jup.ag, which is the page that we are on right now, it brings you directly to this page. Now we can come up here to the top left corner where it says swap and get a little bit more information on our tokens. But if we want, we could always just swap from this main page. Whether you are on the main page or you went over to the swap page like this, you're still going to have this little tab right here in the top corner where it says Ultra V2. That means Ultra version 2. And you can click this, and this will give you options between Ultra. What is Ultra V2? Ultra V2 is designed to help you get the most out of every swap by optimizing for the transaction success rate and slippage. Optimized transaction landing. Ultra V2 dramatically fine-tunes the optimal settings required to land your transaction fast and successfully while offering MEV mitigation. Real-time slippage estimation dynamically calculates the optimal slippage tolerance for your trade by analyzing current market conditions, monitoring price impact and volatility, and adjusting slippage settings automatically to balance trade successfully and price protection. This is actually one that's really important right here, which is gasless support. Not enough SOL to pay for your gas fees? Ultra V2 will automatically offer you a gasless trade as long as the trade has a qualifying value. Now, what that means is it's going to actually take a little bit of your sale price, and instead of actually taking that and requiring you to upfront pay the gas, it's going to take it off of the back end. And this makes it so people don't have to keep Solana in their wallet. You can see in this wallet, I have to keep a little bit of Solana at all times in order to pay transaction fees, even if I'm not going to be swapping or selling anything. Just remember, I'm not giving you advice, but for the average person, I would probably just go with Ultra V2, unless you are a trader that is trying to really hit a buy at a particular price and you know what you're doing. If it were me and I was just an everyday person that was just coming here and trying to swap some crypto from one to the other, I would go with the Ultra V2 option because it just makes things so much simpler. Now, we could also come over here to manual, and here we get all of those things that we could do manually. We have our mass slippage. We can see set a fixed slippage and the exact value will be used. This only applies to Metis and D-Flow aggregators. And again, if you don't know what an aggregator is, it is because the way that Jupiter works is there are a bunch of different pools like this one at Radium. They have these and it will go find the pool on all the different platforms and it will find the best price to buy at and the best price to sell at to get you the most out of your trade. So if you want to set your slippage, you set it right here. Then we have a broadcast mode. Send your transaction via either priority fee, JITO, or both. JITO for MEV protection and both for landing rates, but may spend more fees. So you could do additional fees right here, but you're gonna have to pay the transaction fee. You could add a JITO and Nozami right here if you'd like to. JITO is a very popular one. Leaving a JITO tip just secures that your transaction is going to land. You might need this if you're doing something like trading a meme coin that just launched and you want to make sure that your transaction lands because you think it's going to pump. Then we can look at the fee type, max cap. Now for max cap, Jupiter will intelligently minimize your fees, or you could use exact fees to specify your exact fee amount right here. I'm gonna leave it on max cap. And you could adjust your priority fee. Maybe you really need it to land. See, that's 23 cents that it's gonna cost if you do 0.001 at the current price. But if you wanted it to be, say, a higher fee, maybe you wanted to pay up to $1 right here to make sure that it lands. Now you could also use wrap sol. So if I click that right here, it just changed this right here to say wrap sol, and it will tell you that you have enabled using wrap sol instead of regular native sol. If you don't want to do that, just turn it back off. Then you could use legacy transactions right here. Legacy transactions is a significant downgrade to allow for less advanced routing and worse prices. This is just if you want to go through the legacy route. Down below, we have all of our routes right here. We have Iris and Jupiter Z. You could toggle them on and off. And then we also have our AMM sources, and AMM stands for automatic market maker. If you are providing liquidity in something like a liquidity pool, that makes you an automatic market maker. So you are providing the sale on the other end when somebody wants to swap their crypto. A beautiful thing about Jupiter is that it just grabs all of these different sources and finds the best price. See, I was just looking at Radium right here. There's a couple different pools available there. And if I wanted to not have it access Radium, I could just toggle it off and it won't touch those pools. So if you have a token that you think you're going to need to add additional fees and add extra tips and things to that nature, then maybe you want to go through manual. But again, if you're just a casual trader and you're just trying to buy your coin and it's just a regular trade, then you can go ahead and just use the Ultra V2 mode and then you will be ready to go. And if you do get value from these videos, if you didn't mind just smashing that like button, hitting subscribe, and ringing the bell, it really does help tell the algorithm to share these videos with more people so they could stop trading their time for money and make passive income with DeFi. So let's just jump into a quick trade. You could always do it here from our very simple home page, but let's just go over here to this top left corner where it says swap. Make sure that your wallet is still connected, and we're going to pick our selling currency. This is the one that we're going to be spending and swapping into something else. By default, it's usually set to USDC and Solana, but today I'm going to be spending some Solana, and then I'm going to pick another currency that I'm going to swap into. You can click this right here, and you can find the different tokens a couple of different ways. Now, if it's a well-known token, for instance, if it's USDC, you only need to type in USDC. It's going to find it. A lot of them are shortcutted right here at the top. And I'm going to say I'm going to swap 0.01 Solana into USDC, which would be $2.29. Their goals are always to keep the price down. Now, if this is not an as easy to find token, for instance, I'm going to search for Gary, which is a token that I use often, which there's this token right here, which is called Gary. And there's this other token that is called Gary. Now, they're both called Gary. Which one do I buy? Now, I know that this is the one that I want to buy, but maybe somebody else doesn't. Maybe you already have the contract address and you want to grab it. You could always come over to SolScan and find the token, make sure that you know it's the correct one, and then you can just grab the contract address from this page right here, token address. Then you can come back over to the swap page on Jupiter and just paste in the contract address. There it is. I can click that and I can buy this token with Solana. If you're trying to find a token for a Pump.fun token, they're usually right here at the top. I can click right here and it would copy the contract address, or you can come over to DEX Screener and search. So I'm going to search for the same one, Drafish, same one that I just found over there on Pump.fun. And I can come down here where I have the Drafish address right here. Then I can come back over to Jupiter and I could just paste in that contract address. I know that this is the right token, and there we go. And I can go ahead and buy a little bit more. Now, since this is a Pump.fun token, you're going to get this kind of warning on a lot of them, and until their organic score goes up. Jupiter gives a little bit of trust based off these tokens. So if it has a lower organic score, until it earns that, you might get these warnings. That's why I'm encouraging you to just double check that this is the correct token, because often there could be people with multiple tokens, just like the example where I pointed out that there's multiple Garys right here, but I wanted to buy this particular one. So you could pick whichever currency you want to swap from. You could swap between Solana and Gary. So maybe I wanted to swap from Gary to Solana, which is a community utility token. Now I could look at my charts. They're at the top of these Bollinger Bands. That might be a good time to trade. I could always check with some AI to see if this is the best time to trade. But if I wanted to, I could just hit this button. It's going to bring this pop-up right here, and I'm going to get this much Solana. I'm going to lose this much Gary, and I'm going to hit confirm. And just like that, it is going to swap the amount of tokens I have in my wallet. I should lose this Gary, and look at that. Now I have a little bit more Solana. Just repopulated the amount. Now, if I wanted to go ahead and take that Solana and buy another token, I could have just gone directly from Gary to another token. But say I wanted to go buy Drafish, I would just have to go and either search for it, or again, I can go here, find it on DEX Screener, grab the contract address, come over here, paste this in. There's Drafish. Now I want to buy some Drafish with my Solana. Let's say I wanted to buy 0.01 Solana, which is only about $2.29. I'm going to get 18,828 of these Drafish. I hit swap, gives me this pop-up. I'm going to send out this much. It means I'm putting that into the pool, and I'm going to get this amount back. Hit confirm. It used the Ultra V2. There we go. And now if I open back up my wallet, it just added a little bit more Drafish into my wallet, and it's going to subtract a little bit of Solana. It really is that easy to do spot trades on Jupiter, whether you're using the Ultra version or you're doing everything manual. Whatever your purpose is, personally, if you are just getting started and you don't know about all those different settings, you could always just go with the Ultra V2. Its goal is to get you the best price anyways. And if you enjoy learning ways to make passive income with DeFi, make sure you go over to DeFiEarner.com, where you could find my 7 steps to turn crypto into daily passive income. I give you the beginner-friendly steps to start earning crypto today, so go check that out. When you're first getting started with crypto, it can be very intimidating, and I completely understand that. Jupiter's making it super easy. They are building an entire portfolio of tools that you could use all in one place to trade all of your crypto and make money online with DeFi. Are you going to start doing some spot trades on Jupiter? Let me know in the comments. Again, my name is Dunk. Keep creating, keep earning passive income with DeFi, and I will see you in the next video.